On the biggest story tonight, viewers, we tell you once again of how Rahul Gandhi does it again. He insults the forces, he insults our army. He states soldiers are being thrashed by Chinese troops, flagging a clear threat from China amid the ongoing border row. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Friday now claims neighboring countries are preparing for war and alleged that the centre is hiding and not accepting it. To really try and understand if Rahul even understands what's happening as the reality bereft of facts, I am now joined by BJP MP Mahesh Jethmalani to take us through what really is happening. Mr. Jethmalani, across the years we've seen Rahul make several errors when he speaks up, but today it's a new low when he says China is ready and India is sleeping and attacks our forces.
Well, it shows how little Rahul knows about India's preparedness. The defense minister has made a clear statement that we are ready for any eventuality with war. Even the army, the chief of staff, army chief of staff has said the same thing, that we are ready even for a two-front war with Pakistan and China. I think Rahul Gandhi seems to trust the Chinese abilities and the Chinese statements more than he does those of our field commanders. So I can understand that he doesn't take Mr. Rajnath Singh at his word because he's a sworn political opponent. But at least he should trust our army and have faith in our armed forces. After all, we have repelled them in Doklam, in Galwan, and most recently in Tawang right now. 3 times they have been repelled. The world has furnished evidence about the last 2, Doklam and Galwan, that Chinese soldiers were bested by our own soldiers, and we have furnished evidence, and I'm sure the world will follow suit when they probe this matter, that even in Tawang, the Chinese have come out. We've had 6 soldiers injured, but the Chinese, as usual, do not even talk about their casualties. They do not even acknowledge that people have died in the past and have been seriously injured in the present incident. But Rahul Gandhi has more faith, but that's not surprising, Rhythm. He has more faith in the Chinese, and if he wants to have any credibility, first he should explain, has the Rajiv Gandhi, tell us whether the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation has returned the 1.75 crores which it received from the Chinese government through the Chinese embassy, for which the FCRA license of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation was cancelled by the government. Secondly, I call upon Rahul Gandhi today to disclose in public the 2008 MOU, which he so shamelessly signed with the Communist Party of China in 2008. What are its terms? What are the obligations of the Congress Party towards the Communist Party of China? And what has the Communist Party promised in return, in consideration for the promises made by the Congress Party to the Gandhi family and the Congress Party in general? Why cannot Rahul Gandhi, his silence speaks volumes for himself. I strongly suspect that Rahul Gandhi has now become the unofficial spokesperson for the Chinese government.
Mr. Jethmalani, I also want to ask you, these are very, very strong words because it's implicit that he's trusting China more. But the question you also ask about the MOU, it's the longest time we've seen those pictures doing the round. The Gandhi and the Vadra Parivar are not coming out openly and talking about it. But if we put this together, the question really also, Mr. Jethmalani, is how is Rahul so sure that China is so ready? How is he almost carrying a brief, as a senior advocate, I ask you, for the Chinese when he says this?
Well, far be it from me, Rhythm, to analyze the inscrutable and often confused mind of Rahul Gandhi, if any exists. But there are possibly 2 answers. One is that he knows all about the Chinese plans because he's so close to China. He's a frequent visitor to the Chinese embassy. So maybe there's some truth in what he says. The answer to that is, we are prepared, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. We are not scared of China. Secondly, he's talking with the back of his head. If he doesn't have this kind of information, where does he get it from? Our army is well prepared. We have built up infrastructure in both the areas where he thinks the Chinese are going to attack us, Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh. We are fully prepared. Instead of trusting the Chinese more, and instead of warmongering and scaring people in India, Trust your Indian army and the Indian leadership. They haven't lost land to the Chinese, 35,000 square kilometers, like his ancestors did in 1962, and never bothered since then to build up fortifications, match China in infrastructure and weaponry, and try and get that land back.
Absolutely. Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, BJP Rajya Sabha MP, thank you for being with us, giving us those details. This is a very, very clear shocker where we need to understand from the Vadra Gandhi Parivar about the details of the Chinese money in the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and also, like you said, the secret MOU. Thank you, sir, for throwing an expert analysis on the ground realities.